We still want all the classrooms, but we still want to drain the reservoir. Those are my two main things. We have been in the attic, so that is one thing we're still waiting on doing. We have a bunch of cash. Schoolhouse. The schoolhouse is there, we'll take it. We'll try and get the classrooms. It's not. Do we go with the red rooms, or do we go with... That's one thing we could have done. We could have... No, because we didn't have the cloakroom. I was about to say we could have checked in the shovel and that, but no, we didn't actually have that in the end. Having the dig spots is good. Sometimes there's been something in here, right? No, okay. We are after a shovel. Go straight down the middle again. Sure. Grab the den. No, like I said, the den might be better further up just to see if that's what generates it. It should be the flowers plus like one little extra thing, right? Should be weird flowers plus... No, okay. Okay, 3 extra steps, apples are delicious, and we get diamonds. Actually, I'll take it. Do we want to go with that? Kind of do, actually. And we're going to aim for bedrooms. Lots of bedrooms. Mail room. Kitchen. Screw it, I'm playing fast and loose. Take the mail room. Order has been placed. We've not had any other post. No, right. Need you to go straight along and into the corner. I guess the drawing room then. Coins? Gems? Let's take the gems. One of the other statements is false. One of the other boxes contains gems. You replace the word one in the other two statements with both, they will both be false. Both the other boxes contain gems. That would be false because the gems can only be in one. Both the other statements are false. Which would be false in itself because that would be answering that one. So one of the other boxes contains gems. Both the other boxes contain gems. So it's in the white box. I'm just taking a punt on this. We have 6 gems. If I biff this, I didn't biff it. There you go. Okay. I do. I want to grab this. And we want the pump room. Desperately want the pump room. We don't have a shovel. we need a shovel, though. I want to go straight ahead. Nothing. Oh, actually, something. Lever. So, the greenhouse? Spare dark room. You know, well, we'll take the dark room. Trigger it. Okay, we need a key card. Okay. Actually, I was going to say, we need the breaker box anyway, but we might not necessarily need a key card because we've got a security room. Okay. Right, we need the breaker box, and we need shovels. The pool as well. Okay, the combo is going to work. Plus it also gives us a straight line, and not a dead end. We do have the breaker box, but we don't want to dead end ourselves. Commissary or coins? I don't know how many keys at the moment. Let's see if they're selling keys. They're not. They are selling shovels, though. We'll take a shovel. And a sleeping mask? Bedrooms are more profitable. Also, shovels. That's extra steps. Okay, I did say I needed keys, but we need to go straight ahead. God, we're burning through gems. But figured as much. Okay, right, well, potentially getting down into the basement again. Well, getting into room 46. So, we'd have need to go into the basement. Well, we want you to go straight ahead because I don't want dead ends. Actually, bedroom is not terrible. Yes, we'll go with the bedroom instead. Miss anything, did I know? Nothing. Do I want the turn or go with that? Give me the keys. I would have liked more keys, but I'll take what we can get. And an old boot. Oh, that is not good. Fuck me running. Oh, why? We have one exit because that's a key card. Bollocks. Right, well, I think this might be just a very quick turnaround then. So we might as well see what we can throw into the pool. Another. Whenever you draw a dove cart while drafting, you may rotate the room. Wait, was I not getting other classrooms because we need to buy them? Ooh. Interesting. May have to buy the extra ones then. Okay. There's nothing else in here, is there? Alright, well, back to the dark room then, I guess. I hate drawing blind. go this way. We have our shovel now, so we can do this. And get just a handful of rocks. Okay, cross your fingers, folks, and hope for the best. 2 gems. Okay, that's it could have been worse. It could have been a lot worse. We've got an out. And then we spend the 2 gems on the crossroads. Yes. Yes, I could, actually. Yes, we can use the secret garden key. Opens up. Plus we get gems. We don't need to worry about keycard there now. We have shovels. Admittedly, there's no lights on in there, so we don't know if there's any useful stuff, but hey, we can pass through the dark room and not worry about what we're drawing. That all our diggy spots? It is indeed. Okay, let's pull the lever and hope we can make some progress. Okay. Okay. Right. Where's the pump room in? Okay, the boiler room. Like, it basically needs to go straight up. We do that now. We've got the footsteps for it. We're making this happen. This is my one goal. Also, banana. Okay, we need to power. Should be going that way. Right, if this is worked out correctly, power goes all the way along. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Why? Why? Okay, right, I guess we need to send the power this way. I don't care. I guess so. Looks like it's going there. Right. Fine. Redirect. Well, power isn't coming through here now, but yeah. Why? Okay, maybe if we just connect up. These vents. So maybe if we get lucky and Oh, drawing blind. We have one goal. I'm fairly sure there are vents in this. If we pump them in. Yeah, we need some kind of indication that the power is going over here. This is my one thing. This is the one thing I want to get done. The knock is so it's going to have to come in from this side then, I guess. Yes, it's not in here. But if we can get juice running through here, get it going to there. So we need some way of getting this juiced. Of course, now we're drawing blind. There are vents in the gym, isn't there? I'm fairly sure there's vents in the gym. There isn't. Fuck. Sick. No. Ah. So angry. So angry. Yeah, this all dead ends. Bollocks. Ah. We're wiping out this day, I think. Oh, I don't have any gems. I really want to drain the fucking reservoir. Two times 8, 16 minus 15 is 1. So minus 4 plus 5 is 1 times 11 is 11. 3 by 3 is 9. Oh, minus 3 by 3 is still 9 though. And this keycard. Well, that helps us a lot though. We've already got one. The one keycard door we saw is already open. Dining room? Sure. We're just going hell for leather now. Well, we don't have any gems, so we can't do that. Let's go blind. And we freeze our money. And that is now a dead end. I guess there's the archives. It's a you! How are we, Cinder? What have we been up to today, then? Straight ahead and to the right. Is locked. Oh, of course, it's a furnace. Right. Defrosted our assets. Technically, it'd be melting the freezer as well. Well, I guess it's only the weight room we can do. There goes all our footsteps. We do have a key card, though. Beep. Ah, beep. Don't have any gems, so... just got back from 40k for Sisters of Battle. Beat Alex's Dark Angels 56 to 25. Success. RNG has not been our friend today. Let's just put it that way. RNG has been screwing us. Like, the little bit we've been able to do is like, merely, we read a book, so we were able to decipher one more bit of the Inner Sanctum post Room 46. But aside from that, yeah, we've had some poor luck. There goes our last key. Guess we go with the blind pick again, because there's... God damn it, so many parlors. Okay. Hey, it will give us a gem. Well, if I'm smart enough to figure it out. One of the other two boxes is false. You will open this box and find it empty. Blue box is true. So, if true, that corroborates that as being true as well. Because one of the other boxes is false. There is always a false box, so this would be false. You will open this box and find it empty. If it's false, then therefore it is true. I'm immediately... I like... This day's written off anyway, so if I don't get any gems, it doesn't matter. But we get gems. And really, all we can do is... Hey, yeah, you know what? Let's see what... Hey, we got to read another book. Sure. The Curse of Blackbridge. Scoot you out of the way, so... Right. All books to copy into our extensive photo gallery, right? Let's do the Curse. Let's help if I can spell. Of Blackbridge. Actually, is it two? It's two words, isn't it? Right. Legend of Blackbridge is one of that's well known to the people of Grand Realm. For versions of this tale have been passed down from generation to generation. With each new telling, the stories change, becoming over the years more colourful, more verbose, and as one might expect, increasingly horrifying. However, with so many renditions and unique personal touches, the task of confining and binding this tale to text seems an ambitious and impossible challenge. Over the course of my research, I have done dozens of variations of the legend, and while the details would often change, I was surprised how much the story's heart remained the same. Yet, the more I listened, the clearer it became that there could never be a definitive version of this tale capable of capturing all the wonder and myth of Blackbridge. In the end, I chose to write down what felt most authentic, the story my grandmother told me as a boy long ago. Is it a long story? How many pages am I copying? I'm presuming there's going to be, like... This could all just be fluff, but I'm presuming there's at least one tidbit of useful information in there. If it's a date, great, that might open a safe. I doubt it. The Berry Picker. Well, this is Mount Holly, after all. That looks like holly leaves to me. Many years ago, before peace had become a familiar word, there lived a group of rogues, so wayward that the locals deemed it appropriate to call them the Unholy Hounds. They were feral outlaws, composed of society's worst in a time when society was at its worst, and for each crime that fearful travellers credited to the group, a dozen more lay unclaimed, each worse than the last. For the gentry, however, who often value their coffers more than their companions, no crime could measure more wicked than the group's primary enterprise, high-road robbery. One such member of this so-called band of rogues was a boy of 13 years, Jesper, who had not been lucky in life, having lost 2 brothers to war and parents to famine. The years of hunger that followed, Jesper lived in a gutter behind a churchyard, relying on the nourishment of scurrying bugs and weeds harvested from the cracks in the alleyway to sustain his pitiful existence. It is not surprising that a child aiming to escape such hardships would take any easy road out, an easy and well-travelled road paved with temptation leading out the city into the gentry lands, where loose purse strings entwined with strands of salvation and glisten equally with hope of opportunity. Was this road that eventually led Jesper to the end of his youth, a hidden cave at the bottom of Blackbridge Canyon. It was here that he met his surrogate family and saviors, that notorious gang of godless outlaws known as the Unholy Hounds. I don't suppose Jesper is one of our relatives, are they? This is where all the ill-gotten gains of Mount Holly Estate have come from. Highway robbery. Despite the hardened circumstances that had led him to this vocation of banditry, Jesper was surprisingly tender-hearted, was often teased by the group for being too kind for such an ignoble life. For this reason, Jesper was assigned the innocent role of berry picker. It was not just innocence that set berry picking apart from the gang's more wicked undertakings, for it was the only duty performed without the safety of night's concealment. Jesper, no stranger to solitude, did not protest that he alone worked while the others slept soundly, tucked away in the cave at the bottom of Blackbridge Canyon. On one such occasion, Jesper decided to get an early start. He left the cave, berry basket in hand, and set out into the woods before the morning sun had even brushed against the tallest treetops. It was colder in the mornings, but the headway dawn afforded meant Jesper could reach the furthest most berry patches without worrying about being chastised for tarrying upon his return. I mean, I guess they're in a canyon. It's very hard to get vegetation down there, right? At least fruiting and flowering vegetation. Took over 3 hours on foot to reach his destination. Along the way, Jesper had passed by many familiar bush, all priorly pillaged, so bereft of berries that one would have to dedicate several moments in earnest examination before finding a single one. Jesper was patient, but even patience had its limits. He was confident that, even accounting for the time lost to this long stretch of travel, his efforts would be well worth the pains. Surveying the patches in this new grove surprised even Jesper. The red dots suspended among the leaves seemed as numerous as stars in the sky. Upon seeing such a bounteous sight, he clutched his berry basket tightly, nearly toppled over in joy. Once he had regained his senses, Jesper quickly made a decision. He would not reveal the location to this newfound treasure. Instead, he would earn his respect of his confederates, who, upon seeing his yield, might attribute the success to hard work. Smiling at his plan, Jesper set off to fill his basket, and was making steady strides in this task when the sound of thundering hooves interrupted him. It's going to be the fuzz, isn't it? A carriage is approaching. The thought of it made Jesper freeze. He had been so enchanted by his discovery that he had neglected to observe his surroundings. How could a roadway be so closed? So close, he ducked down and crept along toward the impending sound, hiding behind one of the larger bushes nearby. It was only a moment before the sound source revealed itself. Within 50 paces of where Jesper hid, an elegant carriage with gold trim came soaring round the corner of trees, led by two beautiful white horses and conveyed by a stern-looking driver seated atop the vehicle, flaunting the most sophisticated regalia Jesper had ever seen. It was not just any carriage, it was a royal carriage. Even without ever having witnessed such a sight before, Jesper was certain. The sight had so transfixed Jesper that he stood awestruck, unable to tear away as the carriage approached. The little concealment the bush provided was soon proven unequal to the driver's lofty perch. Upon spotting the boy, he pulled the reins with such effect that the noble steed slid to a sudden halt with precise control. He's going to rat out his fellow crooks. Is he going to be charged with all the crimes because they think he's lying in ambush? "You boy, get out from behind that bush," he shouted with the rigidity that betrayed a modest amount of fear. "You startled me half to death coming around the bend of my own drive, and me seeing such an unfamiliar face in the place where there ought to be any face." Jesper quickly contemplated running. The man was much older, and his dress was suitable for courtly behaviour, not dashing through the bramble and mud. I was picking berries." Jesper raised his half-filled basket up to allow the driver to see proof of his words. The demeanour of the man suddenly changed. It was a change that Jesper was familiar with. He had many times seen the same stern expressions on the most fiendish bandits melt away when presented with a berry basket. Any suspicions that the driver might have instantly evaporated. For even the notion of a member of the Unholy Hounds picking berries seemed farcical. Softened expression even made allowances for a smile. "Berries, eh? Say, you couldn't have picked a better spot for them, could you? I used to pick berries here as a boy." Jesper took his cue and finally stepped forward behind the bush, proudly brandishing his basket. "I know, and what luck I found them. I have only just begun picking, and look how many I have. It would have taken me fourfold the time back home to procure this number." The driver bent down for a closer look. Where is your home, boy? It must be quite far." Jesper replied with a scripted response. "A little south of Tanner Fork, just past the burnt woods." "By God, that is far. You couldn't have come all that way only this morning." It was true. Tanner Fork was in the exact opposite direction that Jesper had travelled, while that response would seem perfectly reasonable in a location closer to Black Bridge Canyon. He could see why it might seem less believable here. "Sir, I have travelled much farther for much less profit. I dare say there is no distance yet made by a man that would not be worth undertaking for a prize such as these." "Surely you have tasted them yourself." Jesper felt happier with the response, as it seemed to amplify the man's smile. "In my youth, often, but perhaps I took it for granted because I never had to travel very far. And even then, my father would always drive us here in our carriage, so I am ashamed I never had to walk such a stretch to earn an equal reward." It was Jesper's time to smile. "Then let me my efforts reward us both today." He raised his basket even higher. "A taste in the memory of your youth, sir." Also, like, if they are holly berries, aren't holly berries poisonous? Just gonna kill the king with berries. Right. I don't think I snagged this page. I didn't. No. That's that. I mean, holly might not be because it's got thorny leaves, so to protect it. Mistletoe definitely is. I thought holly was as well. Copy, paste, copy, paste. Driver chuckled and removed one glove, bending over the seat to reach down to the basket. At the moment his fingers touched the first berry, the dagger in turn met his throat, cutting through the superficial layer of skin and drawing blood. Jasper caught the man's startled eyes. And for that taste I will have your purse, sir, in memory of my youth. The driver's arm had gone stiff, his chin raised and trembling, more frightened than he had ever been before. Whether unable or incapable of speaking, he did not respond to the boy. Perhaps he did not think his jaw could afford to be engaged at that particular time. Jasper let the basket drop, freeing the other hand to probe the man's pockets. Do not mistake me, sir. I will not kill you if you give me no cause. Though I will admit, the thought of taking your carriage and leaving you the indignity of walking appeals to me. Unable to find a purse in the man's coat, Jasper pivoted to search the seat under him. Why have you no purse upon you or person? The driver slowly raised his hand cautiously, pointing towards the carriage door behind him. Jasper lowered the knife edge to a small degree to allow the man to speak, which he did in turn softly. There's a lockbox in the carriage. Well, come down and grant me the courtesy of sparing your life and binding your hands. A concession I assure you of my tender heart, for it would be much easier to slit your throat. The man startled to comply, slowly lowering himself from the driver's seat of the carriage. Once down, Jasper guided him away from the carriage to a nearby tree, where he instructed him to get on his knees and put his hands behind his back. Thus far, this is just a story. There's nothing yet that might be a clue to a future puzzle, at least that we know of. But as with everything we've found thus far, we take a picture just in case. Actually, how many pages have we got? Part 2. Oh my god, there's so much! Okay. Lockbox, there you go. Right. You know what? I'm just going to copy and paste and go through this at a later point. Because I did not see... Flicking through, I didn't see any dates. But we have a Jasper. Maybe they are related to us. Skim read. Dislodged totemic symbols. Found carved onto the four sides of the box. Okay. That might be totemic symbols of some sort. Secondly, box is secured by rusty padlock. Do you perhaps have the key? There is no key. Bended over, sizable dimensions. Smile, once again returned. You are cursed, boy, for deadly is the stone. Crude figure of a chiseled from stone. Okay, so cursed. Treasure. Effigy, mumbling a gentle one pace he paused, in effect 12 more and you'll be dead. Looked at sculpted figure, splattered red, was cursed, yada yada yada. So there's a cursed statue somewhere. That's definitely within the estate somewhere, right? Or at least the fancy box it came in. Beside a body, stolen goods hand, Jasper found his legs unable to make the first steps. Two white horses carriage beside him. Copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. His thoughts about removing the driver's fancy coat, seated behind the horses. His curse, I die, if not today, then tomorrow if I die. what care have I? And with that statement said aloud, and to the horses seemingly took the reins with confidence. While he jacked his ride and his fancy box with a weird cursed stone. Good to know. Part 2, below the Black Bridge. Maybe this is more pertinent stuff. Because, I mean, we've seen multiple references to Black Bridge. It's supposed to be a curse and things. So, there's the Black Bridge Hotel, where one of the postcards have come from. It's the code name for the network. That runs the house, isn't it? Because it's the Black Bridge Grottos where the servers are and everything. So maybe that is the cave. Some light nudging, quietly remembering. Careful not sleeping bandits, like a hero in book. So the little chips we were putting in, maybe they're supposed to represent berries. So there's only the one that was in there. We haven't found anything else that looks like it might be. Unless the weird battery pack we occasionally find in the workshop is something to do with it. Few trees, Miller, could see Ravia. Back up there. Appreciate the efforts. Elevated vantage point. RS and Reddington. I doubt it, because it's definitely refers to a bridge under a cave under the bridge. It's very hard to imagine a bridge going over the top of us here on this mansion. Touch the elbows, unholy hounds, 2 girls held, 2 bent fingers, waistcoats. Hats. Carriage, open daylight, Miller again. Both girls quickly redirected attention. Blackguard attacked. This is the fall of the unholy hounds. The guards finally fought back. Horses into view. 3rd arrows flying. Small ditch. Canyon horde. Unholy hounds spilling forth. This is quite a lot. As we were discussing earlier, like maybe internal notepad or somewhere getting all these images could be useful, but to pass all this information. Gangs Chieftain Jeffrey Heartslasher. Well, that's the first time we've seen that as a name. Like, it's a good chance these names might be clues, but normally it's been a number for like the safes and things like that, hasn't it? It's mostly numerical answers to puzzles. Always been her favourite. Tender-hearted, berry basket. That symbol, though, is familiar. Mysterious effigy they had found beside him served as a distinguishing gravestone, a marker that stood out as somewhat special among the rows of similar swords and marking the plots. Okay, is that the image there? This like little impish thing? Maybe. Okay. Copy, paste. Woke Thunderous. Shouldn't it be day? Darkness. Braced 2. Wow, it's a lot. Keep going, keep going. Considering we were just rushing through what was left of the house because I think I'd screwed everything up, we suddenly come to grinding to a halt as we read books in the library. Captain Fodrick Lee of the Blackguard. And this is indeed the last page. Alright. I will comb through that at some later point. But I'm not immediately seeing anything. I mean, the only thing I recognize is that as a symbol. And maybe there's a weird, creepy little impish statue somewhere in the house that could have greater ramifications than anything else. No, key. You said key. We do have gems. I don't know if there is any other books we can buy. We basically brought them all, didn't we? Let's go with the unknown. We exit through the gift shop. Corridor makes sense. At the very least, we can get into the foundations. We have a shovel, right? Also, we can get some extra steps, which we might need. We're down to 14. Okay. How do we get back to the dining room? Where was the dining room? Dining room was down. Oh, we would have to... We're going to spend more than 14 steps backtracking to the dining room. Easily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, if we left now, we could just about do it. But we'd get, what, 20? So there's been some fruit around. I think we might have to, actually. We need some fruit, which is knocking around because we've done the secret garden. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna backtrack. I suppose there's a bit of fruit in here, is there? No. I think there would be anything upstairs. We need some coins. We already dug up in here. What is it? Archives, passage, gym. Else. Still haven't powered this damn thing. That's so annoying. Oh, we lose 2 steps. I forgot going through the gym. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, we just make it there though. Oh, no, 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 no. Damn it. Oh, well. We got fire and ice. We didn't even get to freeze our stuff either because we defrosted it. So why is the shovel here? Does that normally show up like that? I don't think so. Okay. This might well be the last run of the day. I'm so determined to try and get the reservoir sunk. But we need 3 rooms, and apparently we really need them tying up together. We need the pump room basically next door to the boiler room. Compass, sleeping mask, keys. Oh, the keys are a good go-to. The sleeping mask isn't terrible if we can get a bunch of bedrooms. Okay. And what would be good? Maybe the shelter? Shrine for respinning purposes. I can't remember, is it gems or is it coins that it... I mean, we need to put coins in here, but I think we need to spend gems to respin stuff, don't we? I'm gonna go for tools? Actually, respinning stuff might give us outs we weren't going to get before. Actually, we'll do that. How many coins are we giving up? Let's do 6. And normally it's been 2. Maybe this will give us extended amount of days. Oh no, it changes the blessing. Okay. Blessing of the Gardener. Add 8 courtyards to your draft pool. Okay, so it's not the respins. We get okay. So there's different blessings. Okay. Courtyards could be good, but they are expensive. They cost gems. But inevitably they are well, they're crossroads, essentially, so they are good for that. Immediately with the freezer. We'll take the gems. What else in here? Okay. The gems are in another box. The truth is on another box. Words, another box, are on another box. Well, that's true in 2 cases. So that's a true statement. So which of these is false? The truth is on another box. Well, there is a truth on another box. The truth. So this would also make this true. So is this false? If this is false, then the gems are in you? They are indeed. Let's grab... I've picked it up once before. I'm sure I have. Keys, steps, commissary. We have coins. What would we maybe get? We've already got a sleeping mask. We end up with a shovel? shovel would actually be pretty good, because if we're getting multiple courtyards... And there is indeed a shovel. Perfect. And the shovel costs 6. There we go. Nothing else in here. Okay. Spend the gem, get a gem. I mean, we could start digging up. Let's start digging up, shall we? Do I have a sledgehammer? No. Really? Only one dig spot here? I'm not going to give up my keys. Okay, right. I'm sure I've touched this. Apparently I never did. No, okay. I'm sure I had. Okay. Right, well, I guess that was the thing. Okay. Let's go this way, as we're here. More keys? More keys probably preferable. Well, thank you for that, Pat. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Right. Parlor. We get more gems. Spend a gem to... I think we spend a gem. Because I'm going to pick a green room. And presumably it'd be a courtyard. Oh, no key. No, it's the curry yard. Damn it. Oh, this is dead ending us if we do this. Fuck. Fine. We go with... Which is better? We'll take the money. Damn it. That has to be this then, doesn't it? So I don't want to dead end myself. Yep. RNG says have not been our friend today. Oh my god. Is it just putting courtyards there? I thought it was putting... what did it say? I thought it said it was going to put... Oh no, it did say courtyards. It did say courtyards. Oh, okay. I was thinking the cloister, actually. That's why I was thinking, okay, no, they're essentially a crossroads. They're not. The courtyard was this. Yeah, that's why. Really? Okay, fine. Spare room. Get at least one from the aquarium, plus this. Oh, no, we get some rerolls. Okay. We will take the den. We need gems. Ooh, this is essentially dead end anyway. Fine. The boudoir. Oh, actually, no. Fuck it, we'll re-roll. And... Not much better. Fine, we'll take the storeroom then. Come on. I have one goal and it's to... There's a dig patch. So we go to the West Wing. To drain the reservoir. Is it that difficult? Once again. Fine. All these courtyards, not much from them though. I guess we are up to multiple keys now. I guess that's pretty good. Sure. Oh, there we go. So working our way back to the other courtyard is pretty good now, because we have a sledgehammer. So yeah, if we circle back round to that, I guess down this way, fine. Oof. Well, they're all dead ends. I'm gonna respin. I'll go with the chapel, I guess. Nothing. Oh, yeah, actually. We get money. Nothing. I guess the billiard room? We're going to go this way first. Tin cans. More keys. Hallway makes much sense here. I'd like the veranda. Not going to happen though, is it? I have one last. Are we going to get the boiler room and the pump room? I have to take a punt on it. Come on. We've been denied every other time. Quest? Sure. Hang on a second, did I? No, I haven't got the thing. But we will take the pump room. Oh, and I have a hammer for this. Anything else in here? Oh, actually no, that's turning the right way. Okay, good. Oh, there is no vents in here, so I don't know if this will work. And like maybe put the pump, the boiler room here if we can get it. We'll just go straight through the wall, maybe? I don't know. Bedroom. Okay, well, kind of want the boiler room. Really want the boiler room. Or some kind of connective room that would... It's not going to happen. Why is it so difficult to drain the reservoir? I guess it's because you need to pray to our Jesus that you get the 3 rooms you need. Apparently they really need to be, well, 2 of them need to be essentially next to each other. I guess we'll take the dining room. Screw it, I'm going to redraw. conference room. Yeah, because it gives us a straight up as well. Do we have a key card? No, we didn't. Okay, right. Well, we're not getting through there. Take another parlour, I guess. No trinkets, no... Gems are in the only box with a true statement. One of the other boxes is true. Gems are in the only box with a false statement. One of the other boxes is true. Right. Only box with a true statement. So, if true, only box with a true statement. If true, then this is the only box, which would make one of the other boxes is true. But this would also be true then. Gems are in the only box with a false statement. Oh, sometimes I feel like it's just easy to do 1 in 3 chance, right? Brain engage. Gems are in the only box with a false statement. If true, one of these has to be false. Gems are in the only box with a false statement. If true, gems are in the only box with a false statement. This would be false. The gems are in the only box with a true statement. Therefore, if this is a false box, the gems are in the false box. They are in this one. One of the other boxes is true. That could be true. This makes it false. It's false box. Therefore, gems are inside it. They are. Wow. I somehow logicked that out. Well, I guess we're not going through there unless I use my last spin. Crafting room. Go on then. Sure, we'll put more stuff in the mix. What we got? Casino? Hell yeah. Each time you dig a room, unlock all the doors in that. That's pretty good, actually. Games of chance. I kind of want the casino, though. But this seems like a really good one. And also, is there a dog in here? We're going for the goodest boy, right? Alright, yeah, of course we can't go any further. December 10th. Okay, we don't have key cards, so we can't go through there. Next one down is dining room, which we can definitely eat. Chicken. We get, what's... Trophy room for the wild quail. I doubt we'll see that, so sure. Plus, we did have 69 steps. Nice, but... You know what? We'll just work back down to 69. The boiler room. Oh, fuck. Will it connect up, though? I don't think it will. We have to try, right? Fuck it. Like, theory, we want the power going that way. Power come down towards pump room, please? Please? Also, is there any dig spots downstairs? Doesn't look like it. Nope. Nope. Okay. We'll have a look what we get. Sure, it's locked. Of course it is. Oh. Okay, we have 2, 3 outs there. Let's, I guess, put that in. I'm stepping inside because there's no point. Is the pump room working? Please. No. Of course not. God damn it. Okay. Right, so we're going to work our way back. I don't want to go into that courtyard, so I guess we'll just work our way back down completely into that courtyard, then come back up. Because there's a chest we can smash open. No, I didn't want to come down here because that did not connect up. I've just wasted all those steps. Okay, we needed to come... Fuck, we had to go that way anyway. Right, I see. Okay, fine. Good job. We ate that meal. Tell I'm getting a little bit annoyed that luck has not been on our side, right? From here... Yeah, I think it's that courtyard we want to end up in. So we need to come around. We need to go through the aquarium to get back there. This is so one way. Okay. Wasn't a chest in this one, no. Alright then, let's see what we get. Admittedly, we've not seen the clock tower yet, so sure. This was something to do with keys for... What was the description? Tomorrow you will start with key for each room you draft today. Okay. All rooms we draft, we're going to have a shit ton of keys, potentially. Stopwatch. For the next 1 minute, you will not lose footsteps when entering rooms. Key when opening doors or diamonds when drafting special rooms. Okay, we're on the clock. Fuck. Okay. Can we pause? Southward, I see a swan. Ashen Lake. Quick. Does that pause it as I do this? Probably not. I guess the stopwatch is just pointless to us. Clock tower. There's blood on the clock tower. Also, that's part of... Actually, we do need those symbols. Fuck, we need that as well. We need that to solve the Sanctum puzzles, essentially. So yeah, this was busted anyway. There's a black rock in here. Okay, that is definitely one of the things we need to do that puzzle in the precipice. But we figured it's nothing to do with, like, the position. So we have to place a bunch of these specific rooms and then go down into the precipice. And then where we've put those rooms with corresponding objects. Yeah. We'll make a note that there is a black rook in this room. Okay. So it takes about 10 seconds to get out of this room, so you're losing that with the stopwatch anyway. Else? No. Okay. Right. To the West Wing. Right, we need a bunch of straight lines. Like the kennels. There's doggos in here. Who's a good boy? Wait. Oh, no, no. We can pet the dog. 10 out of 10. Game of the year. Can we do anything here? Who's the goodest boys? Who's the goodest boys? You like pets. Oh. Also, there is a dig spot. Okay. Which should unlock the door, right? Because that's the rules. I guess we need it to be the dark room? The locker room, and then hope for a... Do we draw blind? At least this has 2 outs. No, it only has 1 out because keycard. Okay, well, we have outs, but we can't see what we're doing now because... Yeah, we're not seeing the power distributed, are we? Fuck. Okay. Dead end. Music room? We don't have enough. We can only do the weight room, and then we lose 37 steps. Yeah, power's not coming through here either. Have I got many mechanical rooms? Pump room. That is it. Take the blind pick then. And it's a dead end. With some coins in it. Okay, archives and dark room. No, because we can't do dark room because it's a key card, so it's only this door. I guess we do the locker room then. And of course, let's just go straight up to that. Oh, fuck. Okay, right, well, we dead-ended again. God damn it. We've had some rotten, stinking luck. Unless we can find a key card in one of these. It's conceivable? Last key. Just some jugs. Alright. Well. Nothing. Alright. Well. Not a lot I can do for the good boys. I was gonna go back to that courtyard, wasn't I? What was it? Den, spare room, aquarium. What's in the box? Bunch of keys. Don't help us because we're just blocked off by key cards instead. Yep, that's it. That's all we can do. We got dogs. We got dogs now. Go on then, I guess. Let's call it and try for another run. We found 3 puzzle rooms.